Hello class, my name is Geronda Beatty and I will be doing my video presentation on Nehemiah's prayer. That is the passage of Nehemiah chapter 1 verses 1 through 7. First, I just want to give you a little bit background information about Nehemiah. Nehemiah's father was Hakaliah, if I am pronouncing that correctly. Please forgive me if I am not pronouncing these words correctly. Hakaliah was his father, and Hanani was his brother, who came to tell him about the devastating news of the wall of Jerusalem being burned down and knocked down. It was Nehemiah, which was a Jewish leader that was born in exile. Nehemiah must have had a great personality to move up in the Persian government so swiftly the way he did, because he was the cupbearer for Artaxerxes. I'm sorry if I did not pronounce that correctly. He was the personal cupbearer for that king. And in this passage, Nehemiah mourned and fasted for months to God to get this wall rebuilt. Without God's help, he wouldn't have been able to do this. Nehemiah was a very strong leader. It's pretty much anything that was thrown his way during the time he was trying to get this wall rebuilt, he pretty much conquered it. Any hard thing, he basically overcame anything. The theological principle in this passage are exuded throughout the entire Bible. There are many prayers within the Bible, but I feel like Nehemiah's prayer was one of the strongest ones because he was so in tune and so passionate about getting this wall rebuilt. In the text, it does talk about the importance of prayer. You can tell because throughout the entire passage, he's basically praying to God, confessing his sins and confessing his sins for his father and the rest of his family. Like I said before, the leadership principles of Nehemiah were just natural. He was a natural born leader, and like I said, faced whatever was thrown at him. Nehemiah, like I said, was a Jewish leader who supervised the rebuilding of the Jerusalem wall. This happened in the mid-5th century. He was released from captivity by the Persian king that he was the cupbearer for. So in this passage, it's basically saying that prayer is everything. Without prayer, there's no way that we can get through life. And I feel like in today's society, as Christians, we should exude leadership and prayer in our everyday lives. In order for our prayers to be answered, we have to continue to have faith and follow God in his word, like Nehemiah did throughout this entire passage. Had a deep dependence on God. And I know I keep saying that he believed in him and he had a deep, dependence on him, but that is the truth. That's basically what this passage is telling us. He prayed and mourned and fasted for months and months at a time, and he wasn't worried about what anybody thought about him. He just wanted to tell God and confess to God how much he was with him. And if he could just help him get this wall going, he would be a happy camper. In conclusion, I just want to say that this was a very interesting passage to interpret. It wasn't